Gang, Paul Morrow for Opsdesk.org here again. So, we've had a very active SCOTUS week, and Monday we got another big one, the presidential immunity question coming down. What can we expect? Remember something. When this case was originally argued in front of the Supreme Court, Justice Gorsuch said this is a case for the ages. What does that mean when a SCOTUS justice says that? It means they're going to write a standard. They're almost certainly going to come up with some language that they want to serve as a metric going forward as to what should be immunized for a president acting within his role as president and what should not be immunized as a private citizen. And the two extremes are, I think, pretty obvious. If he's acting within his role as president, you want immunity because you don't want the president worrying about, geez, I could get prosecuted for this later. You want the president to be able to have a free hand as president as he makes security decisions and other decisions. But on the other hand, you can't have full immunity because otherwise the president can go out and do whatever he wants, including maybe, shooting protesters or something. You have no idea. So you can't have those two extremes, obviously, and you're going to have to try to find that sweet spot. That's what they're going to try to do. Here's the nuance, though. If under this metric, they decide that the facts that have been established at the lower court, the case going on at the district court level from Jack Smith, does not hit the standard that they set, the case is over and everything goes away. Almost certainly that's not going to happen. I think what's likely going to happen is this. They're going to set the standard, then they're going to kick the whole thing back down into the lower court. The lower court will continue with its proceedings, and if and when there is a conviction at the lower court, it would go back up to SCOTUS to see if the standard was correctly applied. But remember something else. If Donald Trump wins the election, he's almost certainly going to just pardon himself and the whole thing becomes moot. But nonetheless, the decision that's being brought to bear here will survive, and that's why this case is important. It will indeed be a case for the ages, something that defines presidential immunity likely for the rest of our lives, and that's why it's such a significant case. That's what I expect to happen on Monday. Paul Morrow for the Ops Desk.